leader, follow the 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 leader.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
Vantage.
So she's driving me insane. Got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Ignorance is a weakness. Ignorance makes you a prisoner. Because the less you know about the world, the less equipped you are to deal with it, and the less you know, the fewer choices you have. In an essay for MIT Press, the philosopher Dan DiNicola argues that the problem isn't just ignorance, it's ignorance of our ignorance. DiNicola uses Plato's cave as his starting point, and in Plato's story there are prisoners who are trapped and chained in a cave of their own ignorance. And they are content with their dim, flickering shadows, not knowing how much more there is outside of the cave. But the bigger problem is that the cave dwellers don't even know that there is a world beyond their cave. They think that their ignorance and their small window on reality is all there is and all that matters. And so to resolve this, to escape the cave, we need some kind of external intervention. We need an outsider. But these outsiders are often treated poorly because to leave the cave requires effort. It requires learning, commitment, admitting you are wrong and that you are fallible. And as with any pain inflicted from an outsider, the outsiders are often met with resistance and hostility. Both Plato and DiNicola argue that to escape the cave we need to first realise that what we see and what we know might not be the limits of the world, and then we need to accept that other people might have vantage points and knowledge that we do not have. We do not have all the answers, but if we ask the right questions, we might get a few more.
Well, I don't know who that was. Who was that, Andy? Do you know? Just some random English speaker? The Cave. Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR, the final voice of reason of 2025.
Johnny Thompson.
That was Johnny Thompson. Yo, Zoe's about to go off tonight because I'm serious about this relationship dialogue, the discussions that we've held in this seat over the past year. All the problems in relationships, all the problems in politics and finance, all the problems in our community. So many people, what we gonna do about our community? How we gonna fix us? And all we have is financial aspirations. let me tell you, there will never be unity in our community until we get serious, right, about the spiritual university of relationships. Relationships seem to be so popular now. Everybody's talking about it, and rightfully so. From their perspective, you're a human being, you're born into relationship. I get it. But nobody really wants to have the real conversation. Why don't they work? Why don't they last? Oh, the voice of reason. I'm going out with a barn burner for 25. The final confrontation. A fascinating inquiry into the relational cave. Why most people fall in love with shadows and punish those who can see. I had to recalibrate and recontextualize Plato's cave. Plato's cave is no longer a place of ignorance, but a nervous system organized around familiarity. The chains are early attachment imprints. The shadows are trauma-bonded patterns mistaken for love. Neurobiology prioritizes prediction over truth. So the brain confuses recognition with safety and repetition with intimacy. This is why you keep getting the same person, because you don't know you're in school. Oh, tonight's show, the confrontation. What do you mean oh, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Oh, I'm going to get there. 1-800-920-1580. I'm going to get there. Again, the brain confuses recognition with safety and repetition with intimacy. Attachment wounds project onto partners, turning chemistry into reenactments and connection into regulation. Leaving the cave is not acquiring insight, but tolerating the collapse of familiar neural patterns long enough for presence to emerge. Those who see threaten the system, because truth deregulates the unknown. Liberation in love occurs when the nervous system relinquishes pattern for presence. I'm telling you, it's 2025. We got to stop performing in our relationships. Well, this is the best I can do. Well, where am I going to go if I let this go? What do I have do you know how much time, energy, money, and effort I've poured into this person? Listen, no. I can't lose that investment. I poured too much. And what I poured, I can't get back. Do you see? The one we all seek. Oh, that's the destroyer. Yes, the one. I keep telling you, no more performances. We're moving into 2026. Presence is needed, not performance, not intimate pantomime. Right? How many of you are faking it until your relationship makes it? 1-800-920-1580. How many of you are faking it? You can't be your real self, your whole self, your true self, your authentic self, because you're afraid of abandonment. You're afraid of loss. You're afraid of repeating a cycle. Well, you're repeating one now. You performed for your parents. Now you're performing for your partner. Let's get it. Why the one is a destroyer? Listen, lean in. 1-800-920-1580. Lean in, the voice of reason. Live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know what it is. The obstacle isn't that you have not met the one. The obstacle is that if the one arrived today, your life would reject them on sight. Not because the one lacks love, but because the one carries presence, and presence interrupts what you have been using to survive. The one does not arrive to complete you. The one arrives to collapse the strategies you mistake as your personality. Not violently, not theoretically, but accurately, precisely, intentionally. You have been trained to seek compatibility, but compatibility often means mutual non-interference. Two people silently agreeing not to disturb each other's conditioning. A ceasefire between nervous systems and unhealed wounds, an arrangement that protects the familiar. You call it love. Your nervous system calls it recognition. Attraction often functions as pattern recognition. Chemistry functions as memory. My type often functions as the body's request for what it already knows how to endure. That is the cave. Not darkness, not ignorance. The known is the cave. The known is comfortable, right? Because it stays predictable, right? The known permits you to anticipate the ending before the story begins. This is why you keep choosing what feels right, and still it goes nowhere new. The one does not feel familiar. The one feels disruptive. I want my partner to be a disruptor, a destroyer. Reflect back to me. This is Zoe talking to you. I want my partner to reflect the known back to me so I can take responsibility for it and break it down. The known is safe, even if it was toxic. Do you see? The one does not argue with your ego. The one does not explain, chase, rescue, or negotiate. The one stands so much in presence that your escape routes collapse on their own. Your overthinking cannot manage them. Your trauma narratives cannot organize them. Your charm cannot recruit them. Your wound strategy, performance, and manipulations cannot hypnotize them. And the part of you that survives by strategy calls that terror boredom, coldness, unavailability, or not my type. What you really mean is they don't cooperate with my cave. Right? Here's the truth that feels cruel until it feels clean. The one is not merely a partner. The one is an event. They arrive as a destroyer, not of you, but of what is false in you. The coping, the performances, the self-abandonments, the identity tricks you use to avoid being in the here and now. This is why you cannot attract them through longing. Longing grows from lack. Lack seeks to cling to patterns. The one appears when your patterns collapse. I know you don't want to hear it put that way, but I don't want to play with you. We haven't taken relationships serious enough, right? You're not in the relationship just for a cruise, for the Louvre, right? For the Caribbean, for Aruba. You're not in relationships just for that. Go there after you've defeated yourself. Celebrate then. Don't use the trip as an escape from the war that's raging from within. The one appears when your patterns collapse. Which means this: before the one enters your life, you must become your own internal disruptor first. You must become the one who stops rehearsing outcomes, the one who stops bargaining with fear, the one who stops calling coping character, the one who stops calling survival love. Because the ego does not hunger for intimacy. The ego hungers for continuity. It wants to stay. It wants to live here. The relationship must keep confirming the story you tell yourself about who you are. You're a liar. I'm not playing with y'all tonight. But love, real love, actual love, does not preserve your identity. Love dissolves what blocks love. Ancient traditions do not promise romance. They promise liberation. Christ did not come to comfort the ego. He came to end its dominion. Krishna did not teach self-improvement. He taught surrender. The Buddha did not sell happiness. He revealed the end of craving. Krishnamurti did not offer methods. He pointed to the end of the known. If your known was broken from its inception, why do you bring it into your relationships? Same message, different centuries. So if you are asking when the one will come, a better question you should ask: what pattern are you still protecting that would make their presence unbearable? The one does not complete you. The one removes what blocks love. And until you stop defending your cave, you will keep calling shadows soulmates and keep calling disruption danger. The one is not late. They are waiting for you to stop needing the cave to feel real. Are y'all ready for tonight's Voice of Reason? I surely am. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. When I come forward, if you think I just started, you'd be wrong, because I got so much more to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Take a look at me. Tell me, do you like what you see? Do you think you can? Do you think you can do me? Kiss me, pretty baby. Touch me all over. Girl, what makes you think you can deal with me? Do you think you can do me? Yeah. Do you think you can do me?
Everything is just one great being. We're all God. That's what Jesus was talking about. That's what Buddha was talking about. It's recognizing the divinity in you instead of waiting for the Messiah to show up. What if everybody picked up their torture stake and behaved and did the things that they had expected the Messiah to do?
Whoa.
What if everybody just for one day walked around and behaved as if they were God himself and did the things that they would expect the Creator? And we know God can't just be a male, because no man can produce a child without a female. Everything in the universe, as above, so below, like Billy Carson always talks about.
It was that Terrence Howard. Listen here, man. Hey, Terrence Howard on Complete Fire. And listen, you guys understand the dynamics of this show. I play clips to support the topic, but I hear the clips when you hear the clips. Terrence Howard in there cooking. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines, man. If this show has changed your life in any way this year, call us. Let us know what you think. But tonight's topic, oh my goodness, the final confrontation. You want the one in your life. Relationship is a spiritual school that reveals the truth of you to you. This is how we heal, through relationships. Individuation can happen through relationships. The mirror of relationships, accepting the reflection you see from your partner, could ultimately heal you. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready. Plato's cave. If all you know is your cave, if all you know is your survival strategies, if all you know is your attachment style and the subsequent conditioning, right, that the wound produced, if that's all you know nothing about the school that can liberate you. Your job can't liberate you. Love can, right? Your degree can't liberate you. Love can. You can't have love from an insecure space. Fear and love do not exist at the same time within the same being. How does Plato's cave operate as a trauma-shaped attachment environment that trains nervous systems to prefer shadow over presence, to prefer shadow over contact? Right? What internal destroyer awakens when perception shifts? And how does that force threaten relational contracts built on shared illusion? You hear the youngsters talking about it today. Delulu. Oh, they Delulu. They're Delulu. When you haven't gotten on the path of individuation, right? When you're a manipulator, a user, and an intimate strategist, you too are Delulu. Oh, you're under the dominion of the unhealed parts of yourself. 1-800-920-1580. How does prolonged shadow consumption condition emotional sobriety defects that later masquerade as loyalty or love? What secondary gains keep individuals defending the cave even after perceptual dissonance erupts? How does the destroyer disrupt identity coherence without offering immediate replacement narratives? Oh, if you take this from me, what am I gonna do? This is all I know. In what ways does early adversity prime the nervous system to experience truth as danger rather than relief? When we come forward, we're going to the phone lines because we want to talk to folk about it.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The New York Police Department is preparing a major security presence in Times Square for New Year's Eve as more than 1 million people are expected to ring in 2026.
People come here to bring in the new year, and it is our job to make sure they're able to do that in a level of safety.
Black Mayor Eric Adams says there are no credible threats, but the department remains on high alert with new secondary screenings inside viewing areas. Black Florida Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick is awaiting arraignment on federal charges accusing her of stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. A judge delayed the case until January 20th to allow her the time to secure legal counsel. And Black country star Darius Rucker surprised travelers with an impromptu performance at Nashville International Airport. A fan video shows the Wagon Wheel singer performing for a small crowd near a Christmas tree. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcasts of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Keep following the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Unwrap LA this winter with Metro. Whether you're heading to a family gathering or last-minute shopping, Metro's got you. Enjoy free rides across Metro on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Move with joy. Move with community this holiday season. Go Metro.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you put on a show, I can't see your soul. I have discovered that I am only here to bare my soul and see your soul. When people get in the way of it, when people are trying to control, when people want to look a certain way and they don't want to bear their truth, I don't get to see their soul. And a lot of times when you do that, you stop people who really want to love you for you from being able to see you. So what instead do you invite? You invite other people who don't want to show their soul, people who are in their protection. If you stop yourself from being your true self, if you stop your light from coming through, you will only attract people that want that too. You will attract people that don't want you in your light. And you'll be like, why do I always bring these people in? Because you weren't being your true self. You weren't bearing your soul. When you bear your soul, you are expressing God. God is working through you. And whether it's a partner or a friend, a coworker, anyone in your life, if you're doing that, you are divinely protected. You are creating space for other people who want to get to that truth too, to be in your life. When you do that, you will divinely protect yourselves from people that have bad intentions. The more light you shine, the more you're protected. Your light protects you more than protection protects you. Allow yourself to show your soul. Let the people that don't align with your soul go away and be your true self. Don't sacrifice yourself to make other people happy. You're just going to become a people-pleasing chameleon. Instead, be you. Allow your true self to be expressed and see who shows up and see who leaves. It's going to blow your mind to actually be connected to you and express that. Be your true self.
We decided to release our...
Who is that?
Your boy, Kyle Cease.
That was Kyle Cease? Hey, man, Kyle Cease has been cooking. I love it. We got to get Kyle Cease on the Voice of Reason. I'll have my team reach out to him. We've got to get Kyle Cease on the Voice of Reason. Tonight's topic, do you really want the one? You think the one is going to fit? I had a clinical psychologist tell me she's looking for a fit. I said, no, that's not how this works. You need someone to disrupt the pattern. You have a fit. It's a puzzle. The puzzles are fragmented, broken pieces. Right? The one is a disruptor. They disrupt the pattern. They're not under your wound's control. That's the safe bet. How many of you pick the safe bet? Huh? You pick a low-stakes relationship that you can manage because your fears have turned you into a manipulative, strategic controller. If Christ consciousness, nirvana, moksha, and individuation culminate in love without condition, is liberation ultimately moral or spiritual or neurobiological? Is it the end of compulsive relating, comparing, narrating, and defending through the pattern of the cave? What part of you still needs a relationship to preserve familiarity rather than expose the truth? If your relationship isn't exposing the truth, a couple of weeks ago I said if your pastor is not making you uncomfortable, church should be an extension of the clinical term that we know as individuation. You should go into church and be disrupted. Church should disrupt the patterns of your toxicity, of your manipulation, of your strategy. Do you understand? If the right partner destabilizes your pattern, which pattern are you unconsciously protecting by choosing the familiar instead? How much of your desire is driven by recognition rather than presence? We got to leave pretense in 2025. We cannot bring pretense, performance, and intimate pantomiming into 2026. Presence is the order of the day. What would happen to your identity if love no longer required you to perform competence, trauma, or strength? Which coping strategy do you secretly call who I am to avoid dismantling? That's just who I am. I've been that way. That's just how I am. That's, you know, I learned at an early age. Come on, you've heard this before. If you stop narrating your pain, so many people are dominated and punked and just run roughshod over by their story. Their story is the Suge Knight of their lives. Punking them. If you stop narrating your pain, would it dissolve? Or would you feel erased without the story? What part of you resists a partner who does not need your wounds to feel close to you? I got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. The voice of reason. Final show of 2025. I told you I wasn't going to play with you tonight. You want the one, huh? Let's get it. John, Mountain View, Hawaii. You're first. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Greetings and blessings to all those within the sound of my voice. Blessings to you, sir. Blessings to Andy behind the ones and twos. But again, more ignorant stuff to talk about, I guess.
Am I on one? What, you mad at me? Come on, talk to me.
There's no madness to the madness of you unless you are just mad at you for being you. Let me just say this. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, get curious about the enemy in you.
My. Yes.
If you're not ready, if you're still wanting to play games and win silly prizes, keep going the way you're going in 2025 into 2026. Trust me, there is an entire entity of people wanting to rob from you while you do it. Put you on the lowest scale of everything while you continue to do it. Or why don't you just get curious of the enemy? Because when you find out who the enemy is, you won't find out it's you. And the person that you keep fighting and running from, and that reflection of you need to see in you, will actually show you who you are and show you a little bit greater. But once again, I go back to the time of now, and the only thing that the song of the lifetime that's jumped to my head while listening to this subject is De La Soul's Pony Ride.
Pony Ride, the new album, right?
No, not the new album. You're gonna have to take it back. I'm seeing the Stakes is High.
Stakes
De
is
La
High.
Soul,
Yes.
Pony Ride.
Yes.
The chorus keeps coming up in my head.
Got you.
Just stop taking me for a ride. All I want to do is take my time.
Righteous. Oh, man.
But nonetheless.
No, go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. Sir.
No, go ahead.
Well, ending the conversation again, it does have to be deep. And you do need to go that far. Get curious about the enemy.
Ooh, I love it. Guess what you just did, John?
Mountain View is in the house. Blessings to all.
Mountain View's in the house. Blessings to all. Happy New Year over there in Hawaii. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I think I'm going to Houston, Texas, and South Central Los Angeles. Let's talk about it.
Just stop taking me for a ride. Come on. All I want to do is take my time. Take your time, baby. Come on. Just stop taking me for a ride. All I want to do is take my time. I'ma stand up for Art Express, do mic test rehearsals.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I can pay my own light bill, baby. Put my own gas in my own car. I can buy my own shoe collection. I've been blessed thus far. I can kill the spider above my bed. Although it's hard because I'm scared. I can even stain and polyurethane. But some things just don't change. I need you. Sometimes so hard to say. Oh, I need you. Some things remain.
So the quote goes,
If they couldn't speak, would their actions say that they love you? If you couldn't speak, would your actions say that you love them? And remove love and replace it with prioritize, value, consider, respect. And don't just think of it in the romantic sense. Insert friendships, insert family, insert the workplace. Consider any space where two people are in an exchange of energy, time, and effort to not only communicate, but define the value of the relationship. And be mindful of when people are giving you an assignment, their assignment, where it's on you to do more work to make sense of their negligence, okay? You have to be willing to decipher their poor communication or lack thereof, anticipate their needs, okay? Be understanding with the lack of priority and or capacity, and also be willing to sustain the relationship while they abandon it until they have a need. So ask yourself that question on both ends, okay?
Listen, Isaiah is cooking. He and the whole body of this topic reminds me of a true life event. You'd be surprised who knows you, right? So, the mother of my two oldest children and one of my best friends to this very day, like, you know, she means the world to me because she poured into my two oldest babies in such a, it doesn't surprise me, you know, that my oldest son, Nu, is a professional basketball player in Turkey with a degree in philosophy and, you know, religious studies. It doesn't surprise me. Now, my daughter graduated from LMU, and she's, you know, got her bachelor's in theater. It just doesn't. She just loved on him so hard, and she was so present, and you know, and a beautiful thing that happened was when my son got to a certain age, he started behaving like a jock, and so she got out of the way because he was choosing me. And as she was raising him, he would say things, you know, oh, I mean, we were raising him together, but when he was younger, you know, he would say things like, Mom, you're my best friend. And, you know, and then at a certain point he shifts, he changes. Don't hug me. Don't kiss me. Distance. I'm rolling with Dad to the gym. You know, I'm going with Dad. Dad. And for a minute she struggled, and then she said, no, this is what has to happen. This is par for the course. That's what I mean. She got out of the way. She allowed that to happen. And still pouring into him, you know. Listen, she had a phone call with a rival radio station a couple of weeks ago. You know, she's a teacher and she has a school. And the lady says to her, you know, have you tried KBLA? You know, you can. She said, oh, no, the father of my children is over there. And she was like, really? Who? She says, Zoe. And the lady goes, wait, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I don't like his stuff. First off, why would you even say that to, you know, this person, you know? Why would you say that? I don't like his stuff. And, you know, my children's mother was so gracious. She was like, well, you know, if you listen to him, he's not forcing anybody to believe what he believes. He's not forcing anybody to follow him. He is conducting, right, this experiment, this conversation that we need to have. Well, you know, all of the men over here love him, but I don't really like his stuff. And it ties right into tonight's topic. I'm a disruptor. When Zoe steps on the scene, all the goofiness you do to hide gets exposed. This is what I do. I don't expect people to like it. I don't expect people to be like, oh, that's so, so man, he say the kind of stuff I want to hear. No, I'm not going to say the things you want to hear. I'm going to disrupt your spirit. You think God is going to let you go to heaven the way you are right now? You think God is not disrupting your life by taking the things away from you that you think brings you happiness? God is saying you don't want enough for yourself. Sometimes God gives you what you want so you can know that you got low standards. Do you see? The voice of reason is a disruptor. For many people, their relationship operates in the cave. The cave operates less like a philosophical allegory that Plato intended, and more like a relational training ground that conditions perception, attachment, and belonging through repetition. When I come into your life, I'm going to show you that you dated the same person or you're married to the same person, right? Over and over and over again. Shadows do not merely entertain, they regulate. Nervous systems learn the cadence of flicker and echo, and over time, familiarity hardens into loyalty. People raised inside such conditions often mistake coherence for truth and continuity for care. The wall offers predictability, and predictability calms threat detection. In that calm, the psyche learns to bind safety to distortion without conscious consent. Within this environment, intimacy organizes itself around shared misrecognition. Partners, families, and communities negotiate closeness through synchronized blindness. Each person learns which question fractures harmony and which silences preserve it. Emotional expression gains approval when it reinforces the shared projections and draws sanctions when it threatens exposure. Listen, this is an exposure machine. The voice of reason is not here to placate to your wounds. I'm not Mr. Belvedere to your wounds. I'm not going to cater. I'm not Benson. Do you understand? I have to ask these questions. I must press forward. Aren't you tired of performing? Isn't it time for presence? When the voice of reason come forward, we're going to come back to the phone line to continue this discussion.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The New York Police Department is preparing a major security presence in Times Square for New Year's Eve as more than 1 million people are expected to ring in 2026.
People come here to bring in the new year, and it is our job to make sure they're able to do that in a level of safety.
Black Mayor Eric Adams says there are no credible threats, but the department remains on high alert with new secondary screenings inside viewing areas. Black Florida Congresswoman Sheila Sherfullis McCormick is awaiting arraignment on federal charges accusing her of stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. A judge delayed the case until January 20th to allow her the time to secure legal counsel. And Black country star Darius Rucker surprised travelers with an impromptu performance